Have you ever wondered if you were destined for greatness? Is there something inside you that yearns to stand out, to achieve something extraordinary in life? Well, today, in this video, I'm going to share 9 revealing signs that you are, in fact, destined for greatness. I believe that if you possess the divine mechanism that distinguishes the great from the ordinary, these signs will resonate deeply with you. Reflecting on Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you came out of the womb, I sanctified you and ordained you a prophet to the nations. It becomes clear that we are talking about something beyond material wealth or social status. We are talking about the true greatness that comes from within you. Imagine if you could identify these signs in your own journey. How could this transform your life? How could it influence your decisions and direct your steps towards an even brighter future? Perhaps you already feel a spark of potential inside you, waiting to be fully unleashed. Or maybe you're searching for answers, looking for a sign that you're on the right path. Jeremiah was destined to be a prophet, but his prophetic calling had not yet been realized until God revealed it to him. This revelation is crucial because his conscience propels him towards his destiny. This video could be the catalyst you need to discover and embrace your true greatness. Sign 1. An intrinsic knowledge. You know you are destined for greatness. The first sign of being destined for greatness is a deep inner recognition of your destiny. There comes a time when you begin to realize, without anyone's validation, that there is more to what you are experiencing and more to who you are than what others see or expect. This self-awareness is the hallmark of all those who are destined for greatness. They are intrinsically programmed to recognize their path without needing confirmation from others. This feeling of intrinsic knowledge is truly powerful and inspiring. Many spiritual traditions talk about the idea of a calling, or a deep understanding that transcends logic or social expectations. This inner feeling can serve as a beacon, guiding you through life's challenges and uncertainties. On the journey to recognizing and accepting this call to greatness, faith and introspection can be your greatest allies. Cultivating a deep relationship with the divine and dedicating time to personal reflection can help clarify this path, making it more evident how your skills and passions can serve a greater purpose. As you follow this path, remember that true greatness is often not manifested through grandiose achievements in the eyes of the world, but rather in the ability to live according to your deepest values and make significant differences in the lives of those around you. How have you perceived this call in your own life? Sign 2. Life's challenges seem intensified. When life seems extremely difficult, it can be a sign of the greatness you have destined. Often, this is a paradox that arises when you recognize your potential. Others, including opposing forces, can also begin to realize your potential. The challenges you face are not just obstacles, but battles. The enemy intends to impede your progress, fearing the realization of your great potential. These trials are not meant to defeat you, but to prepare and strengthen you for the greatness to come. Remember that every great story is full of trials that refine and define the hero. This perspective on challenges as preparations for something greater is deeply rooted in many spiritual and philosophical traditions. It's interesting to note how difficulties often shape people in a way that prepares them to take on significant roles. In Christianity, for example, the idea of refinement by fire is often used to describe how trials can strengthen faith and character. Seeing challenges as part of a preparation process not only offers a way to face adversity, but can also transform the way you live through these experiences. Instead of seeing them as purely negative, you can begin to see each difficulty as an opportunity to grow and learn. This doesn't mean that challenges are easy or that they don't cause pain, but that, in the larger context of your life, they have a purpose. For someone who lives their faith intensely, as you do, Finding divine purpose in the midst of struggles can bring a sense of peace and direction. How have you managed to keep the faith and find meaning in the challenges you face? Sign 3. Being misunderstood. The third sign is frequent misunderstandings on the part of other people, especially those close to you. Your vision, dreams, and aspirations may seem strange or impractical to them. This misunderstanding does not occur because you are wrong in your ways, but because those destined for greatness often think and act beyond the conventional norms of their time. They see beyond current realities, which can be difficult for others to understand. Being misunderstood, especially by people in your immediate social circle or family, can be disheartening. It can make you feel isolated. However, this is a common experience for those who are ahead of their time, envisioning possibilities that others cannot yet see. This foresight is not a burden, but a sign of the unique role you must play in shaping the future. Greatness involves not only possessing extraordinary qualities, but also enduring the trials that refine those qualities. As we continue to explore these signs, remember that each one is a step towards realizing your full potential, a potential that was recognized by the divine before you were even born. In trying to stop Samuel, the enemy also targeted Israel. By frustrating Israel, the enemy was indirectly obstructing David, and by obstructing David, the ultimate target was Jesus. This is because it was from Hannah that Samuel was born, and Samuel was the first important prophet to anoint a king over Israel. During Samuel's time, the government was a theocracy, theo meaning God, where God led the nation through his prophets. When the people rejected this divine government, Samuel, feeling discouraged, reported to God that the people of Israel had rejected him. God replied, "Not only have they rejected you, but they have also rejected me." Nevertheless, he instructed Samuel to grant their desire for a king. Later, God instructed Samuel to anoint a specific king whom he had chosen. Here we revisit Hannah, Samuel's mother. Hannah endured many years of barrenness, and her situation is recorded in the scriptures as a period of intense sadness and mockery on the part of Peninnah, her co-wife. Despite Peninnah's scorn, which made Hannah a laughingstock, Hannah's eventual blessing in conceiving Samuel was not just a personal victory. It meant a breakthrough for the entire nation of Israel. This narrative underlines a profound lesson. Individual breakthroughs are often intertwined with those of many others. Your victory could potentially pave the way for your family, affecting not just your mother or your children, but extending to family members and even your wider community. For example, your success could allow children to attend schools or lead to the construction of new educational institutions. Do you understand the magnitude of this? You have the potential to achieve beyond what others, currently in the positions you aspire to, have achieved. Sign 4. Prophetic dreams. When you are destined for greatness, you may begin to have prophetic dreams and visions. It is imperative to pay attention to these divine communications and interpret them carefully. Job 33:14-15 illustrates that God speaks through dreams and visions, opening our ears to his instructions during the silence of the night. Numbers 12.6 emphasizes that prophets receive divine revelations through visions and dreams, serving as a direct channel for God's messages. Similarly, Acts 2:17 prophesies that in the last days God will pour out his Spirit on all people, resulting in prophetic insights throughout the generations. This means that both young and old will receive divine revelations through dreams and visions. Like Joseph, who was shown his destiny through dreams, God gives many glimpses of their future path. Although the specific process may remain obscure, clinging to these prophetic visions provides security and guidance on the journey to greatness. For those destined for greatness, God will not hide his plans, but will reveal them through various means, including dreams, and prophetic visions. These divine messages serve as a primary sign of your path to greatness. Sign 5. Isolation. Isolation often accompanies those destined for greatness. If you feel isolated, understand that this period is not intended to break you. According to divine orchestration, isolation is not a punishment, but a preparation for elevation. This is a crucial period where revelation becomes the key to your advancement. No significant figure in history has achieved greatness without enduring some form of isolation. It's akin to a tuition fee that all those destined for notable achievements must pay. During these times, it's as if heaven itself is refining and sharpening you. God uses this time to move you away from dependence on external voices and echoes, guiding you to recognize and understand only His voice. If you are going through a period where you feel isolated, it is important to recognize this not just as a mere sign, but as a profound indication that you are being prepared for something great. This isolation is a transformative stage where you are taught to listen more carefully to God's guidance and trust in His plan for your life. This intense focus on spiritual attunement can significantly deepen your relationship with the divine, making it a period of substantial personal growth and spiritual insight. Sign 6. You help others, but no one helps you. Have you ever found yourself constantly lending a hand, offering support, but when it's your turn, there's no one around? It's as if you're stuck in this cycle of giving, and although you may complain or feel a little discouraged, you still can't resist reaching out when someone needs help. You might ask yourself, why is it that everyone comes to me and I have no one to turn to? Well, here's a thought. Maybe it's because you should turn to a higher power. Yes, when you feel that it's you who is always reaching out to help, remember that God Himself expects you to turn to Him. So don't worry when you feel that you are the one responsible for everyone else's problems. After all, isn't it said that to whom much is given, much is expected? Sign 7. Breaking generational cycles. You believe you are a curse breaker. Have you ever felt that you are destined to break the cycle of negativity in your family or lineage? Whether it's financial difficulties, emotional baggage, or any other inherited burden, you believe deep down that you will be the one to end it all. You see yourself as a game changer, a beacon of hope amidst the darkness of generational trauma. You refuse to let the struggles of the past define your future or that of your children. You are called to something greater, something beyond what others perceive. And let me tell you, not everyone has what it takes to break free from these ingrained cycles. It requires someone special, someone chosen by a higher power. From a spiritual perspective, taking on the role of breaking these cycles can be seen as a divine calling. It implies a great responsibility, but also a great honor. It means that you have been chosen to begin a new trajectory, paving a path of light and hope for those who will come after you. In practical terms, breaking generational cycles involves both recognizing existing patterns and taking deliberate action to change them. This can include seeking emotional healing, adopting new financial practices, or simply choosing to respond to situations with love and compassion rather than anger or fear. Sign 8. Burning desire for success. No matter how many times they try to convince you otherwise, you can't shake the feeling that you're destined for greatness. They may say, your rewards await you in heaven, but you are determined to make your mark here on earth. You have this relentless desire to succeed, to make your dreams come true, regardless of the obstacles. You imagine yourself walking the streets of success, not just in the afterlife, but here and now. This fire inside you refuses to be extinguished, driving you towards your goals with unwavering determination. You don't want to prove anyone wrong. You want to make things happen for you and those you love. Your success is not a matter of vanity or luxury. It's about being able to support your loved ones, to extend a helping hand to those in need. In many spiritual traditions, it is taught that earthly life is a testing ground and an opportunity to manifest virtues and do good. Therefore, the desire to succeed and make a difference in the material world is not only legitimate, but can be seen as an expression of our spiritual mission. Sign 9. Serving others. Now let's talk about a sign that transcends them all, the sign that you are destined for greatness. It's all about service. Remember what Jesus said in Matthew 20:26? When they were arguing about greatness, Jesus didn't reject them. He didn't say, no, greatness is bad. No, he recognized their desire for greatness, but he gave them a different perspective. He said, if you want to be great, you must first serve. And that's the key, my friend. If you're not willing to serve, you're not ready to lead. If you're not open to learning, you're not ready to teach. It's as simple as that. Take Elijah and Elisha, for example. Elisha served Elijah faithfully for years, before he was even recognized as a prophet. It wasn't his miracles that made him known. It was his dedication to serving Elijah, pouring water into his hands day after day. And let's not forget Mark and Paul. Mark was not one of Jesus' original disciples, but he served alongside Paul and Peter, learning from them, absorbing their wisdom. And Paul himself, even after his dramatic conversion on the road to Damascus, submitted to Ananias' authority and later served in the church in Antioch. You see, greatness doesn't involve flashy miracles or grand gestures. It's a question of humility, of being willing to roll up your sleeves and serve others, even when no one is looking. That, my friend, is the true mark of greatness. So the next time you're wondering if you're destined for greatness, remember to serve well. That's the surest sign that you're on the right path. On this journey to greatness, these signs are beacons that illuminate a path full of personal growth and selfless contribution. They suggest that true greatness transcends individual achievements, embracing a mission that benefits the community and future generations. This reflects a balance between personal fulfillment and spiritual and social responsibility, where every step forward is a step towards the greater good. So, my friends, anyone who feels these signs in their life is being called to something extraordinary. It is a sign from a higher power urging you to fulfill a mission during your stay on Earth. The journey requires resilience, faith, and the ability to see beyond the immediate circumstances, seeking transformation, not only in yourself, but in the world around you. This is the essence of greatness, not just reaching personal heights, but lifting up those around us, becoming beacons of possibility and positive change. If you're still around, you're part of the loyal circle of wisdom seekers. Through your support, I can continue creating videos and passing on enlightening knowledge. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like it, and comment if this video resonated with you. Thank you for being part of this community. I wish you a life filled with abundance. May you receive abundant blessings today.